Yo, yo, what's going on in the hood, everybody? Kunal here, Bulls on Wall Street. A straight up grind on the market. This is, frankly, after being in distribution for a couple months, so this is a pretty powerful move. We've been up now 7, 8, 9 days in a row. You can tell it too, right? When we even get any type of dip here, I mean, they just get bought up so quick. A really, really good sign for the market. Things are really overheated, overbought. So, it's hard to add too many swings right now. It's one thing if you have one or two, but hard to have a whole portfolio of stuff. But it makes the day trading environment really good as people are picking off stocks that are just consolidating or bottom, and it's made for a good, real speculative environment, which is what you need, to have some really good day trades and some movement and stuff. So, it looks like I'm anticipating some type of pullback, but as long as we hold, right, and we got 50 points of freaking 50 points of support over here that it can pull back to before, really you got any red flags. But, I would anticipate some type of light pullback in the next, a week or so. But as we've seen in this market in the past, typically sometimes you can go on these runs for a few days or weeks, even longer than anticipated. So, don't be surprised. We don't know what's going to happen yet. But this move is good. It's been good. It's been confirmed by the other indices and things like that. Watch list for tomorrow. Uh, ISR, we got, kind of a nice coil pattern over here. We can come out of range here. I think that this one can get going. It trades a little bit thick, so I'd be careful getting too much, too into this unless you start to see some explosion. ACHN, we'll keep this on watch. We traded this thing yesterday and the day before. Had some nice plays, and we had our first play in this at like 620, and then we added some at 640, and we were farting around. We even traded some at the end of the day at $7 for the end of the day run. So really nice mover. You can see, look at the way it closed. This is a monster move. If it gaps up again, right? If it gaps up again or opens up strong off the gate again, and you get through 8s or to 9 or something like that, I'm definitely thinking for a quick short on this as we're starting to get really extended. But you want to see kind of a third day of upside before you start to really try to look for shorts. So watch if it gaps through 8 and then it breaks back under or something along that end, or just a straight big ripper at the open. I think we'll be able to get a decent short on it. If it opens up weak, then I'll probably stay away from it, and you'll start to see people trying to pick this off on dips. So play it either way. A CDTI, nice volume pop today. Definitely coming out of range. Broke over that 50-day moving average. It looks like it's got to run to 3, and then if it could get past it, we might get some play in this. A lot of these bottom stocks are getting picked off. RCPT had a nice move today. It was really stuck at that kind of $40 range today. And if you can see this thing, come off of that, I think that you can get a decent pop, especially if it happens kind of at the open. This is what we call like a day-long consolidation play, and it can actually extend into the next day. And so if we come out of this, look for a nice pop. The spread on this is a little bit crazy, so don't have too much size on it, but it's pretty good. DRL, looks like this stock's got kind of a $6 magnet on this bad boy. It's just grinding higher and starting to really, really accelerate. We took a really nice play in this in the chat room, hitting this in the 420s earlier today. Watch out. If it opens up straight out of the gate and runs to 6, I'll probably be looking for a short. If it opens up weak, then, we'll probably see where we can take this thing for a potential long. GWPH, this is another one that's just, for the last 3 months, right, just been coiling up here. I think this one's got a break of 80s in mind. I'd like to see this thing flag out for a couple more days and then take it out, but still got a good look to it. BDSI, flat top breakout. It seems like it hits 10 and then it kind of spikes back down. Hits 10 and spikes back down. So what we want to see is a break through 10 and it actually hold that area before we buy. And if it does, it's got a lot of potential upside. KNDI, really coiled up, WUBA had kind of a similar look, today. This was a stock, WUBA is a stock we trade often, and it took off today, breaking over the 50 MA and stuff like that. I think that KNDI can make a move, especially if you start to see China stocks really going. LNG, we took $1 and some change on the stock the other day, and it gave back some of its gain. it looks like it's still holding support here. I think we're going to get a break of this flag. It's consolidating on fairly low volume and volatility. I think we've got some more upside in this. INXN, first day a move out of a big long flat top breakout. This looks like it's got the potential to move for actually quite a few days. It's a really long-term pattern that's going back a year. Yelp. Yelp, we were nibbling on this around 65 today. I like this one. It's been consolidating here for quite some time. I think we get a run to 70s as long as we kind of hold above these last lows. We want to see this thing really hang above the 50-day moving average. Twitter, poking out of range here. It looks like we've got a bottoming pattern here. We're starting to poke out of range. The one problem with this stock is it trades so thick. They've really increased the float on this bad boy. I mean, it freaking moves now like Bank of America. So you got to be a little bit quicker. You got to be a little bit different on this in terms of it's not going to move the way it used to, where you get those, see these $5 like kind of intraday rips. Yeah, you might not get those type of things. The float's just really thick now. But it's still a decent sized mover, and this is a key range break. You might see a few more bucks out of this. The volume pattern has really improved of late. Definitely a bottoming pattern. ACFN up 20% today. It's basically doubled in the last handful of days coming off this flag. If this thing opens straight out of the gate again with some real power, I'll be looking to short this one also. I mean, you can't deny the volume pattern. This is obviously, this stock is probably bottomed out on a short-term basis or a long-term basis. But on a short-term basis, I think we probably fade. You see that we got some resistance points near 3. So I'll be looking, if we jump out of the gate and hit 3, I'll be looking to take this thing the other way. VJet. So it might need a catalyst, but usually when you start to get the range get so narrow like this, any movement out of this range, you're going to get a really big candle. You might get a run straight to 16 if it can come out of this range. When a stock's volatility and range really contracts like that, you can really get some powerful moves. And then WB, we took like 70, 80 cents on this thing today. Nothing special, but it's trying to poke out of this range and go. I like the look of it. It's got to hold this trend line. We'll keep trying, for the home run. In the meantime, if I see those kind of 50-cent dollar pops, and I can take them intraday while it's waiting to come out of range, we'll do that. But overall, I really like this look. So that's it for now. It's been a great trading environment the last, couple weeks, right? The last few weeks, there's thousands of dollars in this market to just extract. If you guys want to see what we're doing, I'm on video chat all day. And of course, if you're a part-time trader, we've got a service for you folks over there too. So that's it for now, guys. Feel free to email me anytime you need something. Canal Bulls on Wall Street. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.